have to kind of keep an eye on the device and watch you at the same time. But I'm capable of multitasking. As all dressage riders are, right? Mm-hmm. Yep, you can't be anywhere else. And that's right. All right. So while he's walking, why don't you kick out your feet of the stirrups? Stretch your legs long. Have we done the out and back exercise before? Okay, so let's do 10 out and back on each leg. Do one leg and then the other leg, or both legs at the same time to help you find your seat bones. Yeah, exactly.
He's like, what the hell are you doing? I cannot figure this out.
Yep, not forward. You're activating your quads. Straight out and then a little back. Isn't it funny what gets his attention and what doesn't? Motorcycles, no problem. Wind, rain, no problem. I can hear your breathing, so that's good. No. There's a lot of grunting and groaning going on. Oh, there he goes, pooping. Yeah. Okay, everybody's getting ready for a good ride. Getting all loosened up. Yes. Good. And now get that forward active swinging walk. Just get that walk that makes you feel like you're getting sucked into the saddle. There you go, nice. Yeah, and lower the neck at the same time. Play and give, lower the neck. Good. Yep, really work on that right bending. So bring your seat bones a little to the right so you can really sort of drop down, put a little weight down his right side. He's supposed to give you a place to sit. He's supposed to bend in his rib cage, give in his rib cage. He's got to drop that side of his back down a little bit. So when we're engaging that inside hind leg, that's also what we're helping him to do. To support us on that inside, on the inside bend. Good, let's do a little leg yield on the next long side. Yeah, use your leg yield to help you get a little access to his rib cage. So don't, the leg yield's a good exercise. You don't have to always ride it exactly perfectly depending on what it is you're trying to achieve. So this is a really good exercise to help to straighten him. So this horse always needs to bring his shoulders a little bit to the left. So in your leg yield, Yep, open the left rein a little bit. Don't let him jackknife, but just encourage him to lead with the shoulder and then really use that right leg to push that rib cage over. Yes. There you go. Yes, get that rib cage. Super. There's a lot of bugs in here today. Ugh, that one doesn't look very nice. Yeah. And another leg yield on this long side. Lower the base of his neck. So when he lowers the neck, he lifts the back, but that's also when the vertebrae sort of spread apart the most, right? So if you have a horse with alignment issues that's a little bit crooked, if you can really get them to open up the back, you're able to manipulate their top line, kind of help them to find a little bit straighter position. Yep, that was really good. Yeah, just like that. Mr. Wiggles. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, your spur is there for a reason. It's there to back up your leg. If you're using your right leg to bend him and get that rib cage and he's just not giving it up, then yeah, use a little spur. Yeah, let's do one more. This is really good. This is good. Yep, 3s are always good. 3s are good because it's enough of a repetition that you can feel like you're improving. Like here, you need to bring the shoulders. You want to be able to build upon the exercise, but it's not so much that you're drilling the horse. Yep, feel for when that belly's swinging. That's when you use that right leg, right leg, right leg, right leg. Yep, right leg, good. Yes. There you go. So that you really help him in his body. Don't let him out of the bend. You just had it, and then you patted him, and then he dropped that shoulder in again. All right, let's change direction. So we're building on. So that's what, after we're doing these exercises, we're building on to them. So try to maintain the qualities that we're achieving in the exercises, but even as you go straight, like bring some awareness to that. Good. This is pretty. Yeah, shoulder 4 is always good. So remember, now this is the direction he likes to pop out through that right shoulder. So keep him in the shoulder 4 position and then straighten and neck, make him look a little to the right. That way you make sure you really have him yielding from the outside rein. There you go. And then back into your shoulder 4 position. Yes, keeping the outside rein. Super. Now that's a really good setup for your leg yield. So keep the outside rein. Think counter flexion. If he starts to lead too much with that shoulder, you can make him look a little to the outside, get that shoulder in alignment, ride him straight for a moment, and then start your leg yield again. Yes. So to me, the icing on the cake is the horse with flexion to the inside. The leg yield does not always need to be ridden with flexion to the inside. Like here, you're losing him. You lost him. Yeah. So you need to bring that right hand towards, yeah. So think your correction there is like almost a turn on the forehand. You know what I mean? So you slow the shoulder down, you almost halt, get that neck straight from your outside rein, and then speed the hind legs up. He's not crossing, he's doing that because he's not crossing the left hind. Yeah, so keep him straight. Right hand low, make him look right. Yes, keep the right rein. Good. Yes. If you're pulling back, the reins are too long. Exactly. And now left hind. So again, time that left leg. That's too far back. It's too far back. It should be at the girth. Yeah, if he's not yielding the hind end, use your little spur. Okay, here, go into the middle and do a turn on the forehand off of your left leg first. Okay, so halt. And flex him left. Okay, now keep your right rein and turn on the forehand from your left leg. Do you know what a turn on the forehand is? Yep, so more bump, half halt, half halt. Don't let him go forward. This is what he's doing in your leg yield. Don't let him go through that right rein. That's exactly what he's doing in your leg yield. Yep, he's pushing the haunches into you. Flex him left. Flex him left. Get your position and then shorten your reins accordingly. Yeah, no. Use the back side of your body. Use the back side of your body. Yep, don't let him go past the right rein. Keep the right rein. Now left leg, left leg, left leg. Little bumps, little bumps. Yes, right rein. Left leg, left leg, left leg. Little bumps. Yeah, right rein. Yeah, right rein, right rein. Don't let him go right. Open the left rein. Yeah, open the left rein. Right rein, right rein. Yeah, the shoulders are going too much to the right. You can't fix that with your right leg. You got to fix it with your right rein. Yep, don't lean. There you go. Don't let him go right. Don't let him go right. Don't let him go right. Yeah, okay. All right, let him out of it. Good. Keep that feeling. Keep it. And now take it into your leg yield. Left leg, right rein. Get your right rein. And left leg. Left leg. Yeah, you got to half out your right rein. He's not responding. There you go. Good. More left leg. Yes, more left leg. Yes, more left leg. Up. Exactly. Yes. Good. There you go. Right hand towards your hip, not over to the mane. Not over to the mane. That's it. That was better. That was better. We'll do one more side, one more time. So you can also, just take a moment, ride him straight, get his body parallel to the short side. That's where your counterflexion comes in. Then keep your right rein, flex him back to the left, right elbow to pelvis, right elbow to pelvis, right elbow to pelvis. Yeah, open the left rein. There's room for you to bring your shoulders to the left. There's not room for you to bring your shoulders to the right. And left leg. And left leg, and left leg. Give on the left rein. Give on the left rein. There you go. Yes. Okay. That's the right idea. So, if you're using the outside rein to straighten him and you're holding too much on the inside, that's where he gets curled and he gets tight. Like it's a different kind of brace. Yeah, so you've got to get out of there, lengthen the neck with that inside rein. All right, let's go ahead and trot on. Ooh. So I don't want you to think anymore about your hands holding the reins. Think about the reins going all the way through to your elbow. So if you need to use your rein, you need to use your elbow. Does that make sense? So here you need to use your right elbow. Hug your right elbow in. Yes. Hug your right elbow in. Don't let your upper arm leave your rib cage. Yes. Play and give on the left. There you go. Yeah, he's got to have room on the left. He can reach down on the left. He's not allowed to drift out the right. Right elbow, right fingers. The fingers just kind of indicate to him that he is pushing through a barrier, right? That barrier already has to be there. If he's pushing through the barrier, then you can use your fingers. It's like a buzzer. Like you're like, eek. Like, no, don't go that way. Don't go that way. Kind of like if you're playing that game of Operation and you go to take out the wishbone or whatever and you touch the side and it makes the noise. That's what your fingers are doing if he's pushing out through the reins. Otherwise, you keep him in between your framework. This is good. Let's go ahead and change rein. Keep that right elbow, right elbow. Yeah, because he's got this right shoulder issue. You have to be aware of your right side. Yes. And guess who taught me that? Tucci. There you go. Now here's your opportunity to really get him to yield that shoulder to the left. So you can take your left rein and open it a little bit away from his neck. Yep, flex him right. And now really, really bend him in the rib cage with your right leg. At the girth, at the girth, at the girth. Right leg, push him over. Right leg, push him, push him, push him. Yes, use a little spur if you have to. Yes. Get a reaction and then let him reach. Good. Yep, get a reaction and then let him reach. So he's just kind of popping up a lot here. So he's not really using his back yet. So what we need to do is go back to a little bit of stretching. So let's go in a circle here in the middle. And let's see you stretch him all the way down. Off the right leg, off the right leg, off the right. So the stretching is to help you with your bending. So keep riding the bend as you stretch him down. Good. Yes. Yes. Good. Play and give on that right rein. Encourage him to reach down. Yep. If he comes up, bend him. Leg. Yep. And then soften him. Get his attention. Yes. And now give. Ride that neck down. Open the thigh and knee. Hug him with the lower leg. Yeah, it's best if you do it on a circle. Stay on the circle. The bending is going to help you with the stretching. So if you think about it, when you're bending your horse, he's stretching the outside of his body. So right here, he needs to stretch the outside of his back. He's got to stretch the left side of his back. Yes. So contract him on the inside. Let him stretch the outside of his body. Yep. Exactly. Yes, like that. Yes, like that. Much better. Yes, let him stretch the outside of his body. This is what we're trying to achieve when we are flexing the horse to the inside. That flexion is telling the horse, we want you to stretch the outside of your body to contact into the outside rein. So if your stretching isn't good, then he's not going to really get into your outside rein. All right, let's do a big change of direction somewhere. Yep, your lower leg keeps the tempo. You should have a metronome in your head of the trot tempo you want, and your lower leg rides that tempo. We're not using the lower leg to just make him keep trotting anymore, right? He's going to keep trotting. We're using the lower leg to shape him, to shape his body. He needs that support so that he engages his abdominals and he lets go over the top line. Circle right here and stretch him down to the left. Yes, good. Leg. It's that moment that he stretches down that's really hard for him to pick up his back right there. So that's where he needs your support. Leg. Yes. Like that. Yes, that's how much leg you should be using on him all the time. Exactly. You need to put more leg on him so that he puts a little bit more weight in your hand, has a little steadier contact. Yes. Good. Yeah, now see if you can keep him down there. So it's like you play and give. You're like, okay, go find me. And then once he stretches down, there's a little contact down there. He's got to find the contact down there. Yes, now give, and now feel the contact. And it's like you ask him to stretch further down. You got to get a little quicker about shortening your reins. So it doesn't, if the reins are too long and you're pulling back, that's the opposite of stretching. You know what I mean? Everything's got to be like going forward, forward, forward. That's it. Now let him find you down there. Let him find the contact down there. Yeah, you need to shorten your reins. When he comes up, shorten your reins. Don't pull back. Shorten it, shorten it, shorten it. Shorten your left rein. Yeah, and now give. You're like, why? I just shortened it. Now left leg, yes. Left leg, left rein, yes. And then give. Let him reach down. Let him find some contact down there. Now let him find the contact down there. You're not giving enough. Yes. That's it. Yeah, you got to let him go, and then once he's at the maximum stretch, then you reestablish a little contact. Good. This is getting better. Super. Okay, let him take a little walk break from your seat. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. Can you grab it, or you want me to grab it? Okay. Take some water too. Well, apparently you have to use your spur in his left shoulder to ask him to lay down. Yeah, as long as you don't do that, I think we're good. Good. Do you feel like you have him a little better over the back? Okay. Okay. Sure. Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly. All right. Yeah, I know he does. This is dinner time. I know, he's a little bit gate sour. Most horses are. Uh-huh. Yep, exactly. All right, So I'd like to move on to the 3-circle exercise. And I like this exercise because it has all of the elements of your pattern in it. So, yeah, you can pick up your trot and then start at A. Right elbow, yes. Yep, so shorten your rein so you can find this feeling of giving forward. Yeah, the reins need to be much shorter than you think. And now remember, the rein ends at your elbow, not at your hand. That was way too small. You have to touch the rail on both sides. Yep, now push him out. Good. Yep, keep that right elbow. Bend him, and now straighten him, right rein. Keep him like a little shoulder forward. Yep, turn with your outside rein. Yes. So play and with your inside rein, think of it this, play and give to turn. Play and give to turn. Let him follow the give. Let him follow the give. You're going to contain him on the outside rein, outside elbow, fingers closed. Yeah, you're not keeping a strong enough right rein. For as much as he is crooked, you need to really trap him. Trap him a little more. Yeah, he's got to learn to work within a certain boundary. That's right. Play and give to turn. Keep your right rein. Right elbow. Play and give to turn. Yes. Beautiful. Yeah, that looks much steadier. Keep your right rein. Right rein, right rein. Yeah, right rein, right rein. Good. Now diagonal, look up, elbows, elbows, elbows in. Yep, get them really straight. Yes, and now little leg yield off your right leg. Into the left rein. Now play and give on the right rein. Good, don't forget to change your posting diagonal. So your corners, make sure you hit that rail a little bit sooner. That way you're not making a sharp turn in that corner. Remember luxury corners? Yeah, he needs luxury corners. Yeah, now you change direction, so you may need to shorten the right rein here so that he's looking right without you having to pull back on it. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I like that trot. Yeah, I like it. Yes, that was good. Let him do it. Let him go there. Let him go there. Yes. So you had a really pretty moment where, yeah, like that, like that. Okay, you're starting to get it, where he's reaching down into the support of the contact. Yes, that's the only way he's going to pick up that back right under the saddle. He's got to reach down into the contact. He's got to come up out of the rafters and reach down. Yes, without going faster. Exactly. Play and give, play and give. Keep his attention. Keep his attention. Into the outside rein. Right leg, right leg. Yep, here's your chance to really soften him to the right. So that way, when you go and change direction, he's already yielding to the right side, to the right aids. Does that make sense? So really, really bend him. Really get through. Get him to give something. Yes. Yes. Now keep your right rein and go across the diagonal. Keep that right rein. Don't let him push into it. Keep that feeling of him yielding to the right rein, even as you go to the left. Yes, and walk your hand up the rein so you can give your hand a little more forward. Right elbow, right elbow, right elbow. Good. Okay, go down to you're good. Go down to C. So we just do 3 circles one way and then 3 circles the other way, and that's it. We don't keep doing it. It's kind of a good warm-up exercise for a walk. Yeah, I was just saying that. Yeah, so instead of squeezing with the leg, give him a quick little kicks. Yeah, you gotta shorten your reins, they're way too long. Your left hand is like, you got a kink in your wrist and your left hand's almost by your thigh. Yeah, hug your elbows in and then give your hand forward towards the bit. If you need to shorten your reins accordingly, then do. Yes. Yes. So go down to C and then let me see a walk transition. Keep him on that right rein. Think about softening him on that right rein. There you go. And now half fall up. Was he distracted? What happened? Okay, we'll start to do the down transitions at E, and then you'll trot again at A. So go ahead and pick up your trot. Good. So remember, your transitions are yes, let him go there. Let him go there. Keep him there. Keep him there. Why is he always poop in that corner? It's the weirdest thing. You right rein, right rein. Yeah, don't pull down on your left rein. Okay, and trot. Good. Yeah, your left rein's still too long. So the proper hand position is either hands together or outside hand back and down, inside hand up and forward. So don't do your down transition if he's hollow like that. Keep the right rein, use your right rein, not your left rein. Use your right rein, not your left rein. Good, and then at A, do your down transition, sit light, sit light, sit light. Right, more right rein. Right rein, right rein. Even now, flex him right, make him look right. Yes, there, now he's straight. Okay, now trot on. Now you lost. Oh, okay. Yeah, you were getting red. That's right. Take your time. It's starting to get hot, so we need to make sure we're taking care of ourselves. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Probably freak himself out. So be a little less obvious. You guys need to have a little more like genuine communication. You know, he's listening, right? And he's paying attention. So do less in your down transitions. So you're kind of accustomed to sort of sitting and asking for the down transition, and his back's just not strong enough to do that yet. So you have to sit a little bit lighter, sort of use your core and your energy. Keep him round, keep him round. Don't let him, yeah, that's not, if he does that, then just trot on again. Yeah, your left rein's too long and you're pulling back on it. Use your right rein. Right elbow. Keep your right rein. It's not steady enough in his mouth. Keep the bit steady in his mouth. Oh, that, yep, trot. Trot, 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 trot. Don't. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Keep your right rein. Use your right rein, not your left rein. There you go. Yep, shorten up both reins so you don't have to pull back. And hug your elbows in. Yes, let him feel the end of the rein that is at your elbow. So your elbows have to be steady. Keep your right rein. Keep your right elbow, right elbow, right elbow. Good. Play and give a little on the inside rein. Let him drop down into the outside rein. There you go. So don't do it at C this time because he's starting to anticipate that one. Left leg to right rein, left leg to right rein. Yes, now after your corner, do a down transition. Left leg to right rein. No. Not like that. So maybe you need to sponge your fingers a little bit on the outside rein as you ask. All right, trot on. Yeah, ride into the horse. Ride into the horse. Yes. Keep that right elbow. Nope. Flex him right. Yep, there you go. There you go. Play and give on the left. Yep, left leg to right rein, left leg to right rein. Yes, exhale. Let me hear a big exhale. And walk. Okay, so use your breathing. That's what I mean about your energy. So your energy's up, you're trotting, and then it's time to walk, and you're like, that's how horses communicate with each other. Okay, let's change direction. Oh, one more transition. Okay. Okay, well, we can end now. We don't need to push through. Oh, well, okay. Yeah. It wasn't a bad one. It was supposed to be eye-opening. Yeah, when he comes up, you need to get tighter in the contact. If he comes up, you need to be moving the bit in his mouth. You should feel like you hit a brick wall. Remember that? Yes. Right leg to left rein. Good job. Keep breathing. And then down at A, let him do a walk transition. Use your breathing. Right leg, left rein, and yes. That was a good one. All right. Yay. Give him a big pat. So you see what I mean about doing less, right? All you need to do is communicate your intention to the horse and let him do it. Do you need your water?